Evening all, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program, where we have just unlocked the energy matrix. I queued it up at the end of the last one, and we have unlocked it, but I don't have any way of actually making them yet because we don't have any assembly lines. I'm here thinking that I'm going to actually change this up a little bit. I'd like, and that is 11, and 9 and 5, 14. We're looking for 12. We want 12 veins, and that will make one a second. I think all these together would make the same thing. We're going to have to cover this with more than one miner over here, obviously. This is a complete waste now. I figured all the time things out with it, but it's fine because when we get Mark II belts, it'll change the whole lot. So let's first look at putting the miners in here. How can we do this? Can I get... I mean, I can't get all of them in one go. That's not possible. Much. But can I get all of them with 2 miners? That is what I'd like. The answer is going to be no. I could do the same thing I did down the bottom and remove some of them so I can get more of them. Because if I put that there, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get 7 nodes in one hit, and I think that's just hiding that one there. We can always re-hide them. Re-unhide them, I mean, we can always recover them afterwards, not a problem. So, I'm not really fussed about that. No, I can't. Nope, I can't get all of them. So, that would give me... six. Which is 3. Then if I turned one around and did it... Yeah, I need another one of them. Make another mining machine. Yeah, and then I turned one around and put it here facing the other way, or even on this side facing that way. I mean, if I can get it over here facing that way, that'd be better. Because then I might be able to get some more as well. Because it's not necessarily how many mines are there, it's how many you can cover. Because you can cover the mines more than once. So... that's not really the problem. So if I did that, I get 3. There, however, I get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, covering multiple mines means you do deplete the mine faster. Whatever's in there will be depleted faster because they're being mined by 2 machines at once. But that's okay for the minute. That's okay. So I've got 5 this side and 5 that side, correct? Yeah. So I've got 5 and 6. Okay. So I can't really mix them together because that wouldn't work. Or would it? Hold on. 5 and 6 is 11. No, yeah, that would. If we mix these two together, that makes 11, and we want 12 on a belt to fully saturate a belt. So that's fine. So I'm going to go around the other way. I'm going to come out and go around this way. As close as I can to the rocks without actually touching them. We're going to go... actually, we're going to run you up to there. We'll just right there. Space there. There we go. We'll do that. Okay. Can I get both of you with a single tower? I probably can. That is a... that's not the right tower. I did pick up the other energy, this thing, wind turbine. That's what I was after. Needs foundation. We can put it in there. That says that needs foundation as well. There we go. And then you can put that down, and that will connect that all up. Awesome. This will change it. There we go. And that should saturate a belt here. And this is more than one belt saturated, so really I do want to bring more down here. But all I was thinking was trying to get 2 lines, but I don't know how to build a balancer. I've not seen anyone build balancers in this game yet. I know it's doable. Oh, something else we unlocked as well. We've unlocked. We've got some. You'll see. I got wood in me. I've been taking down all the trees over there and just burning the wood up for my. I don't think wood's used for anything else at the moment that I can tell. So we did unlock some hydrogen fuel rods, which are really, really good. But we can't make them yet. We actually need the technology to make them is not available to us. So it's a bit weird that I've unlocked them because the technology is there. I'm not sure why. I think it came with these. It gives you some of them for free. So, yeah. Oh, that's just 400 blue. That's just 800 blue. I'm gonna do those. If it's just blue, I will do it because then it's just done and it's out the way. Okay. I think down here that's just blue. No, you're red. You're red and blue. Okay. Yeah, we've got. I didn't actually have any on me, but something weird has happened. Because I said to use my inventory. When I picked up the machine with the boxes here, I picked up the lab. I put some in the lab, I should say. So the lab was doing it and my inventory was doing it. And it gave me numbers like I had 170 out of 1, which was like, that's not correct. So that's using up wherever that is. It's in my memory somewhere, but not actually on my inventory. It's just in my robot somewhere. I don't know. Let's put that in there next. So let me just grab those and then put those back, and there we go, because it takes them all instantly and then starts using them. So if you take them all and it starts using them yourself and then you add a lab to it as well, these get stored somewhere in the research tree for free and the lab adds them. So every time a lab uses a cube, it knocks this number down by 1, but you still have in there. So if I was to pause that for a minute, I get them back. Okay, I get them back. Right, and then I press that, it disappeared. Right. So, yeah. Let me show you what I mean by this. I build that. Don't have power there? Really? You really? Okay. Okay, let's try that again. Let's put them down. Let's put you there. There you go. You've definitely got power there. There you go. And I pick up 200 of these, and I go research. I drop 100 in there. No, won't put that back there. You'll see this number's coming down, but this one's staying up high. So I've got 354 in my robot, but this is also counting down. So you get the bonus of doing that, so it speeds up the research. But it's just like the ones that are in your robot are just somewhere. They're invisible. You don't get them back until you actually pause the research. It's not a problem. It's just a thing that I've discovered that I'm just pointing out that should you ever come across that and you're like, well, hang on a minute, where did all those cubes that I have go? You know, what's going on there? They might be in there. If you queue something up and click the pause button, you'll get them back. Not that it matters. I mean, it's free inventory space. If they're in your robot and you're not using them as storage, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so that's this. So that line is pretty much saturated. This one is oversaturated. So, what I want to do is I want to build a smelter, and let me see here. So we want to make components. We want to make making iron ingots. It uses 1 a second. So if a belt can move 6 a second, that means I can put 6 smelters on a single line. I currently have 5 smelters. I would like more, please. I would like I'd like 12 in total. So make me all of them. Make me all of them, because we're also going to do other stuff as well. So just make me all of them. That'll be fine. We've got. Can I also make some of these? I can make 1 apparently, and then I don't have any electric motors left. I don't understand. I need to make that. What am I missing? Coils. Oh, I'm just missing iron plate. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Right. So, if I'm going to have 2 lines come down and I'm going to run them close to each other, remembering this one's oversaturated, so technically we might be able to even run a 3rd line down, although I don't really have the resources for that. This one is 1 undersaturated and that one's oversaturated, but you can't. I couldn't balance these here because this line won't run faster than that. It's when I get the faster belts I need to worry about balancing. So what if we ran a line down here, line down there, and we put 6 smelters. Yeah, we put 6 smelters on this side. 6 on that side. Now I need to use the Mark 1s here because there's no point in running anything faster than that. So they just use 1 a go. So, boom. They just use 1 a go. Okay. Shift click to copy. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that'll be this whole belt. Then we'll do the same on the other side, and we'll turn the other side into making steel. But that's going to be slightly different because oh, wrong. Wait. And they are as close to the belt as I can get them. And then I want to do the same on the output here. I'm going to put them all onto the same belt. Because they're producing 1 a second, that means it's producing 6, which is the size of a belt. So I think if I put the belt there, I think that's too close. I don't think it lets me do that. Nope, that's fine. Okay. If I do that and I put a storage on the end, put a line with a storage on the end, and then I'm hoping my math is correct here. Maths is correct here, sorry. Watching too many people from across the pond say math, and it should be maths because that's how it should be. So I'll put 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Something else I was looking. I've been watching videos of because obviously I've done some of these YouTube recommend stuff as it goes, and I keep getting videos of hey, tips and tricks you might not know about the game. I'm like, well, okay, loads of stuff for end game that I just don't know about, so that's fine. But apparently, if you build in God mode, there's an option in the settings to switch your build style to God mode. And instead of it following the robot, it ends up when you press B, you end up in a you can move around the world. If you have the camera looking down and you build a building and then build one next to it, the camera will automatically shift down every time you do. You still got to get your robot nearby to actually get the robots to build, but you can put ghosts down from a long distance away. So. Oh really? That's annoying. Copy, paste, paste. I wish there was a way to quick paste. Nope. Nope. Oh, no, V does that. No, paste them. Right, okay, so you're doing all that. Right. Now, cool. Can I actually get any power in here as well? This is something I haven't thought about. Because I can't get them in between. Oh, maybe I should have left a gap in between them. Maybe I should have left a gap in between them to get the towers in. Power towers. Okay, leave a gap in between next time. Remember that. Leave a gap in between. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just put the towers like this. That. I really want to put them. No, hang on. This no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work because these I want to have run into ones for steel. How do we do steel? How does that? Steel is 3 to 1. So, oh, we've got applied superconductors. Awesome.
Rare veins scatter around different planets. They will greatly improve production efficiency. So if you find them, collect them and put them as a part of industrial production.
Okie dokie. What I should have done here is put this storage in between. If I grab all those, it's going to yank them all into my storage, but I should have done that, and then I should have just put in some transfers here. I don't know why I didn't do that. Really? 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 I can't put one of those in there, so I've got to put a Tesla tower in there. Oh, really? Fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Right, so it uses the lowest. Yeah, it uses the lowest resource first. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, so if we're going 3 to 1, that means we can run 2 smelters from this system. Two. Okay. That's fine, because what we can do is then we'll do the same here. We'll run a belt up the end, we'll put a storage in the end, and then from that storage we'll go out and do smelting down there. Oddly enough, this is not running fast enough. Why? Oh, because that needs to be a faster input. That can't input fast enough. There we go. Again, I think this is pretty much a terrible build that I'm doing here. I'm not doing stuff very well at all. But it doesn't matter because it is some form of automation. I'm not really going for optimization at the moment because, well, I'm not. that's why. I don't know what the optimal things for stuff are. I still don't know what they are in Factorio, and I've been playing the game for I don't know how many years now. So, yeah. You are actually not fast enough. You can keep up with what? 2? 3? So we might actually have to put in more here. Which is fine, which is absolutely fine by me. But one of them can pick up with 2. You don't have any power. Yeah, figures. let's destroy you. There we go. So you've now got power as well. So all of these can run. And it looks as if the first two are dealing with it, and we just have a third one there. Yeah, it's like the first two can deal with it. Doesn't look like you're ever outputting at all. Have I got something wrong here? You take 1 second to produce it. You output and drop it on a belt. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this can move 6 a second. So why is the belt not fast enough to keep up with 6 machines? Have I done something wrong there? Am I missing something? Because it is that the belt can't keep up. And belts do say move 6 a second. So that doesn't seem right to me, unless there's some like global modifier I'm not seeing. 60 a minute that's making, which is 1 a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so this belt should be able to keep up. That's really strange. I wonder why it can't. And that is inputting at full speed. The third one is never being used, so that's inputting as fast as it possibly can. So it's not like the belts run out. It is purely a case of that this isn't fast enough. Need to set the same recipe settings for the same type of building. Use the back arrow. Copy. Oh, we need the oh, okay. Okay, so we can use the right. Thank you, tutorial. Okay. So yeah, so the numbers there don't make sense to me. They don't add up. Which is weird. Which is very weird. Then also this line is completely saturated, and it shouldn't be. This should be struggling to keep up because this is actually technically 1 package short a second, or half a package short a second, I should say. So you should be starving for ore, but you're not. You're also keeping up. So 180. That makes it 2 a second. Yep, that's right. So 6 is 2 a second. No, that's 3 a second, isn't it? 180. 60 is 1, so that's 3 a second. And that's 5 a second, and then, yeah, half. So this is doing 5.5 a second, so it's technically half a box down a second, so it should run out, but it's not. Although it is now. There we go. It's actually, it is. The belt is running out. Okay, so that's fine. It does kind of mean that you're not going to get as much ore, so you're probably going to run down, so this should balance. But then output belt is weird. If this moves 6 a second, then this should be completely balanced, and that belt should be emptying as fast as it's filling up, and it's not. it's emptying slower than it's filling up. So, okay. I'm looking at that before I put all this in this side here because I'm just thinking, do I want to do it this way, or do I want to put the box like in the centre? Have 3 one side, 3 the other side, feed into a central box. I mean, this is going to be for steel anyway, isn't it? So maybe I don't need a box on the end because I don't need the buffer. And what I'll do is total node 16 cargo 6 a second. Yeah, weird. What we'll do is we will say you all output onto there, and then we'll just put 2 smelters the other side. One here and one here. Dum and dum. And we will run the line one longer. We'll go, hey, would you please be so kind as to... Right, so these need 3 a second, is it? Steel? Yeah. If I use that button and that button, there we go. Yeah, okay, so that's how you copy stuff. Cool. If I do this, this says 3 a second per grip, and that's 1.5 a second per grip. So if this is 1 grid long, that should be able to supply both of these with enough stuff. But that will work. That will work because this belt will start getting full up, and then we'll empty towards the end. And we're only ever usually at the end here, aren't we? Actually, that is full, so this is now backed up, which is fine. Okay. Okay, so I need power poles, don't I? Yeah. In fact, I need power poles, and what I need to do is I need to put these at the end. This might suffer from the same issue that we have the other side, where the stuff's not getting up the belt far enough. Yeah. And then we want to put it in another storage. And now I've done that, we can't that takes 3 seconds, is that correct? Yeah, it takes 3 seconds, so that'll be fine. That should be fine. Yeah, so now I've done that, I can't expand this at all. But that's fine. That's fine. I might change this up anyway, because we might switch up the system to be a different way. Right, so if I go in here and say I would like to make yeah, 3 of them will do. Just need to power these. Put 1 there. And 1 there. Did I not make 3 of them? Did I not just say make 3? Why can we not make 3? We don't have enough iron ore. Is that correct? I bet we don't have enough iron ore. Yeah. But did I not just say make 3 of those? Why did that do that? We also need iron ore to make the split things, I just realised. So oh well, just oh no, we are making 1 at a time. Could be 2 at a time, wouldn't we? I just realised. Because you make 2 of these at a time, don't you? So Make me loads. Make me loads of power balls. Because we need them. We always need them. Put that there for the minute. Just get that powered up. That's a very simple smelting array, but it's not really doing the job I thought it would. Oh, processor research is complete. Awesome. More complex data interruptions. I assume that's something to do with needing better energy. Not energy, cubes. These things. Nope, they are hydrogen and graphite. Interesting. Okay. They're just a component then, which is used in Mach 2 manufacturing machines. Okay. Okay. So, right. Now I've built this, I kind of think I'd want to change it down to something a bit different. Especially this, because these aren't doing anything and these numbers don't make sense. If you need 3 a minute, 3 a second, and we're producing 1 a second here, why is only one machine on the end running and then that one briefly running? Should go down quicker than that. That makes no sense. Makes no sense. I am confused by the numbers. But hey ho. That's how I think we're going to leave this episode. We're going to leave with me being confused because the ratios don't match to what I thought they did. It's bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Now we can stack buildings as well, can't we? If I stack one on top of there, does that share? It does. It becomes one giant storage. But when the input to the bottom, it inputs the higher one as well. Okay. I don't think we can. No, we can go too high. But again, with this taking off the belt as fast as it possibly can, and these, mind you, these can output 1.5 a second, so that's why, whilst these have got stuff inside, the belt will be saturated. But when these run out of stuff inside, this should not keep up. That's probably the issue. It's probably that it's outputting. I mean, this is now empty. That is not becoming empty at all. That is staying full, even though these are right. I don't get the numbers. I'm missing something. I'm clearly missing something, and I don't know what it is. 3 in 3 seconds is 1 a second. 1 a second is what these make. These make 1 a second. Okay. But therefore, I'm an idiot because the numbers here are completely wrong because it's 1 to 1. They need 3 in 3 seconds. You go from one smelter straight to another smelter. Oh, really? Really? You Blanca Rodney. Yeah, you go straight from one smelter to another. If it's 1 to 1, I'm thinking it's 3 every second that we need, and it's not. It's 3 every 3 seconds, which makes it 1 per second. So if I go into build mode and shift click that and come here, I need to double check that that can actually input and output into the same. Can we transfer directly from building to building? We don't know. No, it's too close. That does mean that slows down our production slightly, because that's going to run 2 lanes. But that might not do what we want it to do. That's 2 grids, that's 0.75 per trip. That's not actually going to supply enough to run this flat out. But 2 of them will oversupply it. Then that can't produce so much. So I suppose this is where putting it on a belt in between and then taking it off the belt is actually faster. We're talking small amounts, very, very small amounts, but technically doing that and doing that, output into there and then input into there, is faster. Because that can output 1.5 a second, this can move 6 a second, that can input 1.5 a second. So that is a quicker way of transferring goods to that building. And it uses the same amount of squares, I think. 1, 2, yeah, it uses exactly the same amount of squares, but does use extra things. So if I do this, I bet I can't get a power grid in. No, I won't be able to get a power point in between them. Nope. Nope. Oh, that's annoying. See what we'll do. Will do that. I will go to build mode, copy that, and move them over by 1. If you can connect them that close to each other, it would work. But because you've got to connect them, I also want to make sure I don't connect the. I could just use the Mark IIs as well. Between them would save a lot of resources. But right now I'm looking at things. Right now I'm looking at whether I want to do it this way, whether I want to do it another way. Not sure. Yeah, there we go. So that would work. Every two you've got to leave a gap. Because this power pole is not powering those last 2 there. So every 2. And that's not powering them outside 2 there. So it's either every 2 or every... Yeah, I have to go in there. We do a set of 4. And then another set of 4. Okay, let's do that. I know. I've just looked at the time, and actually, yeah, I'm over, but it doesn't matter. I'm trying to find optimal builds, and I have, as I said, I watched some tips and tricks videos, but I've not really watched anyone playing the game to optimize stuff. So I don't know what the layout is between power poles. That I think is as far as we can go. If you went 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah, but that doesn't actually connect. That doesn't connect with that one. So no, you've got to go 3. To get the poles to connect to each other, you've got to go and put a 3 gap in between. I think putting the Mark II one in there would definitely save resources. There's no doubt about that. But you could build this sort of setup with a Mark I. So yeah, you've got to put it there, because if you go any further, it won't connect to that hole on the end. Yeah, see, that's the furthest you can go. Use 3 smelters. I think the assembly machines are also 3 long, so that's the furthest you can go with that. So okie dokie. There we go. Job done. Alright. Oh, and I want to, because I copied stuff in the wrong place, paste that recipe in there, and then just go paste, 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 paste. Okay. Oh, and then I've got to put in these bits here. And yeah, it makes sense that they're full, because these have a internal buffer. And the buffer should potentially go down. 687, 86, 87. Well, actually, no, the buffer will stay exactly the same as it is. It won't go up or down. But these ones will. These ones output as soon as they're done, and then input as soon as they're done. This just gets the 3 before it goes round, so that is working. That is fine. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay. Okay, and then all I need to do is do a belt on the end. Grab ourselves a storage, or 2, we'll put 2 in. Oh dear, we didn't have enough. There. And then we will grab ourselves a Mark 1, I think a Mark 1. I've only got 2 Mark 1s left. F buildings there. Make me more of them. I should just go up to Mark 2s for everything, but then there's no point. There's no point in going up to Mark 2s because this isn't running fast enough for that. You can input 1 a second. We're producing way more than that, so no, we need a Mark 2. Put it on the end. There we go. You can output, you can output, you can output, you can output. And then this belt's going to probably fill up because we're producing 6 a second, and it doesn't look like the belts actually support 6 a second, which is bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Go. Now you are delivering 3 a second and you're doing 3 a second. So that belt should be running at optimal speed. Okay. But it's not, because this is filling up. 8, 9, 10. Don't get it. I just don't get it. The belt's running at optimal speed, but the machines are running faster than it. Have I done an upgrade somewhere that makes machines faster? Is this what I'm missing? Have I done... I haven't done any of these. Universal exploration, that's us. Mecha core, mecha frame, inventory, communication control, energy drone and drive. Now that's all for the mech. Vertical construction allows us to build up and down further. Vein automation is that. There's no technologies I think that have done it unless they are and I've missed it. Unlocks that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe there's something I've upgraded somewhere that's just making our smelteries faster, and I'm not aware of it. Actually, no. This looks like it's balanced out now. Look, this seems okay. 3. So they're doing 1 a second. They're doing 2 a second. So yeah, that should have. Yeah. Okay, so 1 should work for that, but that's fine. So we're getting okie dokie. Okie dokie. So stuff is working. This is full. We have all the iron plate that we could possibly want. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And technically I can move that and expand this along if I want to. So that's cool. Okay, so we'll leave this here and we will come back next time with something different. Something more. Because we have many, many, many more things to do yet. Many. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.